morning. Welcome back to Drake's Dip, where every day I try to talk on knowledge, content, business, videography, photography, gear. Oh man, straight from my cold plunge. Oh, good morning. Today I want to talk a little bit about my big break was, and I feel like everyone has their own big break in their own certain way whenever they get started. Mine specifically was, I didn't have any brand or company clients yet. I've been shooting on the side for a couple local one local place, and that was not even a full-time thing. But anyway, I had a couple of my best friends every week. I said, hey, send me 5 Instagram accounts I can shoot a DM to try to, get free product, get a gig, get something to do to shoot for these accounts. And I'm like, not big accounts, we're not shooting for the stars. I was being realistic. And lo and behold, one of them responded with a yes, hey, we'll send product. And it was a hydration company called Hoist. Hoist is the official hydration partner of the DoD, Department of Defense. So they're in the military and the military bases, and they're everywhere. Loved the vibe that they were going for, and went and shot some stuff with a retired Army vet who I met at the gym, and they're like, man, this is awesome. And that led to a small retainer, which led to eventually the travel gig, which ultimately led to Chad Wright. I went to film a training at their Proving Grounds mission. It had been January. Gosh, I don't remember what year that was. That was year one that was right when I went full time. I had a couple months where I did some retainer work for them while I was still full time, fully employed by another company. But when I went and met Chad, that was when I had been laid off and was going full time, my back against the wall. So I met Chad, and to me it was just crazy how I didn't do anything different. I just was a fly on the wall. I carried myself quietly. I worked my ass off. I think I hiked 26 miles in 2 days, trying to be everywhere that I could, and I wasn't in the best shape, and that I was hurting, hurting. And at the very end, I approached and said, hey man, is there anything you don't want in this to if you're trying to keep a secret, type of content wise? And he's like, nah man, do what you need, I appreciate that. And later he ended up saying you're the greatest videographer I've ever had the chance to work with. And I was like, what? I just started, there's no way. And he said, yeah man, because of how you aren't talking about your gear, you aren't all about yourself, and you were easy to work with and fun to be around, he's like, you crushed it. It doesn't even compare to some of these other people I've worked with. And he's worked with quite a few people, being accomplished endurance former Navy SEAL. And to me it was just Allie Hall opened the door to me. One person at Hoist, she responded to my DM and opened the door, which led to this massive spider web of connections, from Hoist to Chad to other companies that I've done stuff for Chad with, and to Chad being a really good friend of Jesse Itzler. We just went to Finland, and I've been to Salt Lake with Jesse, and his house in Connecticut, and just all these cool filming opportunities. And then filming for Jesse's best friends, Tim Snee, High Rocks athlete, Devon. We just went to Finland for Promix, and then now we're borderline debating moving to Nashville to go film Todd and his wife Katie, which are through that grapevine, man. Like, it all started from one DM. One DM. Man. Just feeling appreciative this morning, man. Very appreciative. So, if you got any value from this or enjoyed me blabbering in the cold plunge, I've been in here a little too long. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm going to try to keep repping these out. It's fun to tell stories and get better at communicating these. And if there's any value you got, please help us out and subscribe. Welcome to Drake's Dip. Have a good day.